While visiting Santa at the mall, my 5-year-old son suddenly asked him, "Why does Santa have the same tattoo as Daddy?" My heart froze. The holiday music faded as Santa's eyes widened behind his fake beard. Logan sat innocently on his lap, pointing to the small anchor tattoo visible on the man's wrist where his sleeve had ridden up. The same anchor tattoo with a distinctive star that my husband Daniel had on his left wrist, a memento from his Navy days. Santa quickly tugged his sleeve down and laughed too loudly. "Ho, ho, ho! Santa knows all daddies!" The helper elf snapped our photo and rushed us along as other families waited in line. "What do you mean, sweetie?" I asked as we walked away. "That was the special anchor like Daddy's," Logan explained, skipping beside me. I smiled mechanically while my mind raced. Daniel was supposedly on a business trip to Phoenix, the third emergency sales conference in 2 months. Each trip scheduled with minimal notice, always over weekends, always returning with vague stories. That evening, after tucking Logan into bed, I searched through Daniel's dresser, something I'd never done in our 7 years of marriage. Behind his socks, I found a small pouch containing a false white beard, spirit gum adhesive, and makeup sponges with traces of theater makeup. Next to it was a receipt from Maplewood Mall dated November 14th, exactly when Daniel was supposedly in Dallas for his first emergency conference. My hands trembled as I photographed everything, returning the items exactly as I'd found them. I called the mall the next morning, asking about hiring Santa for a private event. "He's been amazing for us," the coordinator gushed. "3 seasons now." She confirmed Santa worked Thursday through Sunday, with lunch at 3 p.m. "I'll check if David's available," she said casually. David, my husband's middle name, used when he didn't want to be recognized. The pieces locked into place when I accessed our joint account online. Regular deposits of $800 to $1,200 appeared every 2 weeks during the holidays. Money I'd assumed was Daniel's bonuses. Cross-referencing with his trips showed a perfect match. My husband wasn't traveling for work. He was moonlighting as Santa. The betrayal felt absurd until I found the second bank account. I checked Daniel's rarely used email and discovered monthly statements from a credit union I knew nothing about. The statements showed not just the Santa income, but also consistent transfers to someone named Caitlin Mercer. $1,600 monthly, with larger amounts at Christmas and in August. A social media search revealed Caitlin was a 28-year-old woman living 30 minutes away. Her August birthday matched the larger transfer dates. Her profile showed a 4-year-old boy with Daniel's unmistakable eyes and dimpled smile. The next day, I drove to Riverside following the address from the statements. At 3:15 p.m., during Santa's lunch break, Daniel's car pulled into a driveway. He emerged carrying takeout food and used his own key to enter. Through the window, I watched him hug Caitlin and lift the little boy into his arms. When Daniel came home that night, I had his belongings packed. On the kitchen table lay printouts of bank statements, photos of his Santa equipment, and screenshots of Caitlin's profile with the boy circled. "Logan saw your tattoo at the mall," I said simply. Daniel's face collapsed as he realized everything was exposed. The secret Santa job funding his second family, the elaborate schedule allowing him to live 2 separate lives. "I never meant for this to happen," he began. "Save it for your divorce deposition." The investigation revealed Daniel had maintained his double life for 5 years. The mall Santa job provided perfect cover and income for his second family. The judge was particularly unimpressed with his use of the Santa fund, while claiming he couldn't afford activities for Logan. 1 year later, we're rebuilding. The divorce settlement included full custody after DNA tests confirmed Daniel had fathered Caitlin's son while married to me. Logan still asks about his dad, though visits have become less frequent as Daniel spends more time with his other family. I decided against telling Logan how his observation exposed everything. That knowledge can wait. This Christmas will be smaller, but built on truth. I've enrolled in night classes to become a forensic accountant, turning my experience in uncovering financial deception into a career helping others spot warning signs I missed.